in this particular part of the chapter, what we are seeing is we have completed with the exercise 2 questions, and after completing with the exercise 2 questions, we have now come to the example questions that you have before your exercise 11.3. okay, so before I jump into the example questions, I need to understand that there are 3D shapes is what we are going to talk about in these ones. Okay, now what are the different types of 3D shapes that we have? You have cone, you have a cube, you have a cuboid, okay, you have a sphere, and there is something called as a pyramid as well. Okay, pyramid is also a three-dimensional shape that we usually talk about. So if I'm talking about the cones are going to be something like the ice cream cones which we are doing, and the birthday caps and all that we have been doing, knowing and playing with since a very long time and from a very young age. What's a cube? Cube is made out of a square. All sides, six same type of squares are put together, it forms a cube. Okay, cuboid is made out of rectangles. Okay, so if the rectangles of a similar shape are put together, it forms a cuboid. Okay, so this is your cube, this is your cuboid, this is your cone, and sphere looks like a circle. It is going to be a circle from all over the sides. And what is a pyramid? Pyramid is going to be made up of triangles, and the base of it may be of a different shape. Now if it is a square, then it is called as a square based pyramid bolenge. Square based pyramids, the base will be a square, and from here what's going to happen is all the triangles will be attached. Okay, all the triangles will be attached. That is what, four different triangles will be attached. That is what is called as a pyramid. So if I have a triangle, and then from here again the triangles are attached, so it will be called as a triangular based pyramid. Okay, likewise you can have a pentagonal based pyramid. Okay, so what's going to happen again, there'll be one triangle like this, one more triangle from here, one more triangle from here, and one triangle from here. So 5 different triangles will be adding from the sides in here. So this is the basic 3D shapes knowledge that we have. After this, since we are talking about this mensurations chapter, mensuration usually deals with areas, perimeters, and volumes. Okay, now here when we are talking about the 3D shapes, what shapes are we talking about? We are talking about the 3D shapes. In 3D shapes, we usually do not have the perimeter ka concept. We have only the area and volumes wala concept. Okay, so this is the concept that we are going to talk about. Now areas is classified into two types. One of it is called as the total surface area. Total surface area is what we have, and the other one is called as the lateral surface area. Okay, lateral surface area will be the other one. What do you understand by the total surface area? So for a cube, let's take an example. The formula is 6L square. What is the formula for the total surface area? It is 6L square. What does it mean? Total surface, all the surfaces. So if I just draw this one, okay, so what are the faces that I have? This is the front face 1, this is the second face 2, this one will be the third face, this back side is the fourth face, this top side is the fifth face, and this bottom side is going to be the sixth face. So 6 faces, and all of them are in the form of a square, isn't it? So what is the area for the square? It is side into side, and how many such are there? It is 6. So the formula is 6L square is the formula for this one. But what about the lateral surface area? Lateral surface area of a cube, if I'm talking about it, it neglects the top and the bottom. Top and bottom will be subtracted. Your bottom will be subtracted. I'm not going to consider this part, and neither I'm going to consider this part. Okay, the top and the bottom will be neglected, and only the sides will be considered. Okay, only all the 4 sides around will be considered in here. So the the LSA of the cuboid is of a cube is 4L square, because the 2 top and bottom has been removed from it. So likewise, now that you know that what is the LSA and the TSA. So for a cuboid, the TSA is given as 2 times of LB plus BH plus LH. Why? Because it is a rectangle. What is the formula for a rectangle? Length times the breadth is the formula for the rectangle, isn't it? So let's take into consideration this one in here. Okay, that's the cuboid that you have here. Okay, this is length, this is breadth, and this is the height in here. Okay, So if I'm talking about this one, it's going to be, if this is H, this will also be H. So if this face I'm talking about, it is LH. LH in the front and the back side, it is going to be 2LH. Okay, plus if I'm talking about this side, the front and the back has been covered, 4 sides will be there. If I'm talking about this, B into H, B into H will be there. Okay, this will be the LSA for the cuboid, because the top is neglected. If this is L, this will also be L. If this is B, this will also be B. What are we leaving? We are leaving the L times B has been neglected from here. Okay, so some people who do not want to remember the formulas, they can remember it like this. What they can do for the TSA, it is all the three multiplied together, LB, then BH and LH, सब एक दूसरे के साथ multiply हो रहे. But when it comes to the LSA, top and bottom has to be removed, so it is LB will be removed and everything else will be noted down. Okay, we're not talking about the cylinder in here, we're not talking about the pyramid, sphere, nothing. We're just talking about, sorry, cone we are not talking about, sphere and pyramid we are not talking about. Next one we will talk about is the cylinder. Okay, in the cylinder you have the TSA. The TSA is taken as 2 pi r into r plus h. This is the formula in here. Okay, now when I say 2 pi r into r plus h, now how do I get this thing? This is having, this is going to be the radius and this is going to be the perpendicular height in here. Okay, this is going to be the perpendicular height that I will have it here. So likewise what we are going to have is, अब इसका TSA हो गया है, अभी इसका LSA क्या हो जाएगा? LSA मतलब I have to neglect this top part and I have to neglect the bottom part, isn't it? मुझे सिर्फ इसका curved surface area चाहिए, the curved part of it I want to calculate in here. तो इसके लिए मैं क्या करूँगी? The LSA does not exist, but we will have the CSA for the cylinder. For spherical things जैसे कि cone हो गया, for the sphere we are going to have the curved surface area, not the LSA, and that formula for the cylinder is 2 pi r times h is the formula for that one. Okay, so we are going to use these formulas. What are the formulas that we are going to use? We are going to use the TSA of the cube or the cuboid and the LSA of the cube and the cuboid. TSA of the cylinder we are going to use, and curved surface area for the cylinder is what we are going to use, and these are the formulas in here. Now before moving to the exercise, we'll do a few questions which are related to this, and these questions are present in the textbook for you. On page number 181, page 181, there's a try these question is given, and they have given a cuboid in here. Okay, the cuboid is 6 centimeters here and it is 4 centimeters likewise, and it is given to me as 2 centimeters in height. I'm not drawing the full thing. Let me just finish the full thing. I just said I'm not drawing, but I will do it. Okay, now I need to find the TSA is being asked over here. The TSA is equal to, what is the formula? 2 times of LB plus BH plus LH is the formula in here. So that becomes 2 times of, this is my length, this is my breadth, and this is the height. So 6 times of 4 plus 4 times of 2 plus 6 times of 2 is what I'm going to have here. Okay, so that is 2 times of 24 plus 8 plus 12 is what I get here. So 2 times of 24 plus 28, 12 plus 8 is going to be 20. 20 plus this is 44, which is going to be 88 centimeter square will be the formula for this one. Another figure is given on this particular page itself, which is a vertical cuboid. You can find the area for that one. Going ahead, next question that we have is on page number 182. Okay, on page number 182 we have a particular shape in here. That's a cuboid. The cuboid, the cube is given to me here, and the cube is 10 centimeters each. Okay, so 10 centimeters each is the cube ka side. This is also 10 centimeters and this is 10 centimeters as well. Okay, and they are asking me to find the surface area. Now he did not say what surface area, so when it is not specifically mentioned, the surface area, if it is just mentioned, that means it is the total surface area that I have to find out. So the total surface area for the cube is 6L square, that is 6 times of 10 square, that becomes 6 into 100, which is nothing but 600 centimeter square. And then it says lateral surface area of another cube. Another cube is given, and that cube's lateral surface area I need to find, but I'm going to find the lateral surface area for this one itself in here. For the LSA, the formula is 4L square. So that is 4L square is just 100. We got to know 4 into 100, that becomes 400 centimeters square is what we understand, and we understood LSA value is going to be lesser when compared to your TSA value. Why? Because we are removing from the TSA, we are subtracting the top and you're subtracting the base, so LSA is always going to be a smaller value. Going to page number 184, there is another question given. Page 184, there's a question given to me. It is a cuboid. Try these question again. Okay, now in here the radius is given to me as 14 centimeters, and here it is given as 8 centimeters to me. Okay, now considering this particular shape in here, ये क्या है? This is a cylinder. How do I find the area? It is saying the TSA of the cylinder, and how do I find? It is 2 pi r into r plus h is the formula for the TSA of the cylinder. Okay, so it is going to be 2 times of 22 by 7 into the radius is 14 here into 14 plus 8. The height is there. So I'm going to reduce it. When I reduce it, 7 1 times it becomes, and 7 2 times it becomes 2 into 22 into 2. This is going to be how much? 22 again. Okay, so that becomes 44. 44 times of 2 is going to be 44 times of 2 is 88. So 88 times of 22 will be, whatever the answer comes out, that will be your answer in centimeter square. Let me just do it with the calculator because I don't want to spare time in here. 88 times 22, that's going to be equal to 1936 centimeter square will be the answer for this one. Okay, now moving on to the examples that is given. The example is given on page number 184. Page 184, there is the fourth example that is given as per the current textbook for the year of 2023-2024, the digital textbook. It says an aquarium is in the shape of a cuboid. Okay, aquarium ka tank draw karenge. Aquarium tank is going to be something like this. Okay, this is what it will look something like. Okay, this is the aquarium whose external measures are 80 centimeter. It is 80 centimeter, 30 centimeter, and it is 40 centimeters is given to me here. The base and the side and face are the base. Okay, the base, the sides, okay, the side and the side, and it says the back of this is the back side, right? This one is the back side, if you can say. The back side are supposed to be covered with a colored paper. So for this one, what we're going to find is, because this is neither the LSA nor the TSA. TSA means full, but he's saying that we are going to consider, we are just leaving the top and the front side, but rest everything will be covered in here. So this particular question ke liye, what we are going to find is, we are going to find the area of this side and this side and the back side areas will be found out and added together to find out the okay. So what we are going to do, individually find karke hum add kar lenge. So going with the sides first, sides, when we are going to find it, there are two sides, so it is going to be 2 times of the sides in here. What is the formula for the rectangle that you're going to have? It is 30 times of 40 for this one, and multiplied by 2. Why is that so? Because I have two sides in here, this side and this side as well. So that is 2 times of 1200, which will be equal to 2400 centimeter square will be the answer for this one. Going to the bottom now, so when I go to the bottom, what do I see in here? 80 times the 30 is the bottom here. 80 times of 30 is the bottom, which is going to be 2400 centimeter square in here. Then I have the back side. The back side is 80 and it is 40. Okay, the back, when I'm considering back, is 80 times of 40, which is going to be 3200 centimeter square. The total paper required, total paper area will be equal to all of this, 2400 plus 3200 plus 2400, which is equal to 0 0 4 2's 8 4 4's 8, and this becomes 0 again, then 3 3 6 7 8 8 8000 centimeters square of the paper will be required for this particular aquarium tank to be covered. So going with the fifth question in here, example question, it says that the internal measures of a cuboidal room is there. Okay, this is somewhat like a cuboidal room that we are going to have, and the rooms are 12 meters and it is 8 meters in here, and the height of the room is 4 meters is the height of the room. Okay, so this is not what the room would look like actually. but never mind, room hai, chalo. Find the total cost of whitewashing all 4 walls of the room. All 4 walls of the room means we are going to go with the LSA, because I have to paint this wall. I am going to paint this wall as well, and you're going to paint the back side of the wall and this side as well. Okay, so total LSA we need to find out. And then it says, if the cost of whitewashing, find the total cost of whitewashing all the 4 walls of a room. Fine. If the cost of whitewashing is rupees 5 per meter square. Okay, first part is I need to find the cost of whitewashing the 4 walls. Okay, then there is something called as an if in the question. Now it says, what will be the cost of whitewashing if the ceiling of the room is also whitewashed? So first I need to find the 4 walls, then I need to find the cost of it, then I need to find the cost of the ceiling also. The ceiling means the roof of the room. Okay, cost I need to find out. So first we'll find the LSA as per the thing over here. So the LSA is equal to, LSA of the cuboid is 2 into LH plus BH. LB part will go away because we are not taking the base part as we said. So that is 2 into 12 times of 4 plus we have 12 times of B into H, sorry, 8 times of 4. Okay, so that becomes 2 times of 20, 48. It's actually 48 plus this is going to be 4 8s are 4 8 is 4 8 4 8 4 it's 32. So that is going to be 2 times of this is 0, and here it's going to be 180. It becomes, so 160 meters square is the cost of the the area of the 4 walls that is to be whitewashed. Now we'll find the cost of it. Cost of 4 walls painting is at a rate of 5 rupees per meter square will be 160 times of 5 is equal to 0. 5 6 are 30, 5 ones are 5 and 8. So it is going to be 800 rupees will be the cost of whitewashing only the walls. Now but he said that I need to whitewash the roof as well, the ceiling as well. So the ceiling will be same as that of the base. If this is 12, this will also be 12, isn't it? And this is 8, so this will also be 8. So the ceiling area will be, area of the ceiling is going to be 12 times of 8. That is going to be how much? 12 times of 8 is 96 meters square is what you get. Then we need to find out the cost of whitewashing the ceiling. Cost of whitewashing the ceiling. Okay, ceiling ka cost will be 96 times of 5. That is 5 6 are 30, 45 and 48. It becomes 480 rupees is just for the ceiling. Okay, now what will be the total cost? Because just the ceiling he didn't ask, he asked along with the 4 walls what will be the cost if I'm doing it. So the total cost is going to be it's going to be 800 plus 480, which is going to be 0 8 and 12 plus 4 plus 8 is 12. So 1280 rupees will be the total cost of it. Going to the 6th question. In the 6th question it says, in a building there are 24 cylindrical pillars. Fine, 24 pillars are there in here. The radius of each pillar is 28. Radius is equal to 28 centimeters and the height is 4 meters. Okay, now here first thing that I see is one of them is in centimeters and the other is in meters, the dimensions. So either I need to convert this into meters or this into centimeters. Okay, now before I decide like what needs to be converted into what, I need to read the next question. It's next part of the question. It says, find the total cost of painting the curved surface area. Curved surfaced area, you're going to paint it. Only this part is going to be painted, and when you are painting it, what is the cost of painting it? If they are charging rupees 8 per meter square, for 1 meter square they are charging rupees 8, then what it is going to be? Okay, so what am I going to find? I'm going to find the CSA, but it is in meter square. So let's just convert this into meter square. We know 1 meter is 100 centimeter. In our auto, okay, so this one, when it converts, what am I going to do? Divide it by 100 here. Divide by 100. So it becomes 0.28 meters. Okay, let's start finding the CSA. The CSA of cuboid is, the CSA of the cylinder is, the CSA of the cylinder is 2 pi RH. So 2 pi RH is here. So 2 into 22 by 7 into R value is given to me as 0.28 into H is 4. 7 1 times 7. This will come in 7 table. 4 times, but there is a decimal before it. So I'm going to write it as 2 into 22 times of 0.4 times of 4. So that becomes 2 fours, 44. 44 times 4. 44 times 4. 416, 176 times of 0.4. How much is it going to be? 24 again. Okay. Then this is going to be 28, 29, 33, 0. Then 4 ones 4, 7, 8, 9. 4 ones 4, 6, 5, 6, 7. 7, 0, 4. And when I take the decimal for this particular thing, it is going to be, now here I did a mistake. It is supposed to be 0.04. Why? Because I took two digits in the, after the decimal right away I took 2 digits. It's going to be 0.04. So it is to be multiplied with 0.04, and so the answer will be 7.04. 7.04 meters square will be the area of the one pillar. Now, but there are how many pillars as such? There are 24 pillars as such. So 7.04 into 24 for 20 pillars. Because I got 20 pillars, I'm going to do this. So let's do this. 7.04 times of 24. 4 4 16. 4 ones 1 it will become, and this is the 28. Sorry, 28 plus 8 0 14 698 661. It's going to be 16896. Okay, this is the total area of the 24 pillars that we are going to have. Okay, decimal comes in here. I forgot to put the decimal because it is after 2 places. Here also it will come after 2 places, and here the answer will be 168.96 meters square. But what is the cost? We still didn't find the cost. Let's find the cost of it. The cost is 8 rupees for 1689.96 meters square. So times 8 when I'm doing it, this becomes 48. Then this is going to be 72, 76 it becomes 76, 6 6 are 56. Okay, so what we are doing, this is not 6 times 6, actually my bad, it is 8 times 8, 64. 64 plus 7 is what I'm going to do here. So it becomes 71. So we'll write 71. Then it's 7, 8 6 is 48. 48 plus 7 is going to be how much again? 48 plus 7 will be equal to, I'm doing it in the calculator, that is 55. 55 and 8 ones 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it is this. 2 decimal places it will come. So the cost is going to be rupees 1351.68 paisa will be the amount for painting the 24 cylindrical pillars of a particular place. Going to the 7th question then. The 7th question says, find the height of the cylinder whose radius is 7 centimeters. Oh my god. Okay, there's a height I need to find. There's a cylinder whose height is not known to me. I need to find out the height, and the radius is given to me. Radius is already given to me as 7 centimeters. Excuse me. Examination में radius नहीं देगा कमीनेपन के लिए. They're going to give you the diameters. So you need to be very careful. Diameter है तो उसको half करके आप radius निकालोगे, and then you will be simplifying it. Now, height find करना है. Radius is given. The next sentence. And the total surface area. Okay, fine. Total surface area is given to me as 968 centimeters square is given to me in here. Okay. So going with the TSA is going to be how much? It's going to be, what's the formula in here? 2 pi r into r plus h is the TSA. Okay, the TSA is given 968 is equal to 2 into 22 by 7 into the radius is given as 7 and 7 plus h. I don't know, I'll keep it like that. 7 and 7, this is gone. This goes towards the other side. 968 by, they are in multiplication, goes down to division. 2 into 22 is equal to 7 plus h. 2 1 times, 2 how many times it will go? 2 4 times, and then 8 times, and it's going to be 4 times. Okay, then 22 will take 2 11 times, 2 times, 4 times, and 2 times. 11 1 times, 11 2 times 22, and then 2 will be left 2 times again. So what you get, 22 is equal to 7 plus h. So the h value is going to be 22 minus 7, which is nothing but 15 centimeters will be the height of the cylinder. This completes our examples which were before exercise 11.3. Following video will be of the exercise 11.3 questions, textbook questions.